Virginia is back up to number 6 in the AP poll. Can the Wahoos get their mojo back?
You are Locked On Virginia, your daily podcast on the Virginia Cavaliers. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Yes, everybody. The date is 2/20/2023. Now, as I said in the cold open, can the Wahoos get their mojo back? I'm not sure. This is going to be an interesting episode, so I'm glad you're here. Let's go ahead and try to get into it. But before we get too far, I got to thank you. Good day for joining me today. And my name is Big Law, Lawrence Johnson, your host for Locked On Virginia Cavaliers podcast. Your first place to come to get your Wahoo fix every day as part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Today's title sponsor is LinkedIn. With LinkedIn Jobs, you can hire qualified candidates more efficiently by matching open roles with people who have the skills, values, and experiences to help you achieve your 2023 goals. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/lockedoncollege. Terms and conditions apply. But yeah, everybody, as I said before, being that it's almost the end of February, and which is my birthday month, which is why I love it. And it's also the month of love. So we're going to give the University of Virginia some love. I know I've been down on them a little bit, but what's love without pain, right? So they're up to number 6. And being up to number 6 in the polls, what exactly does that mean? That means, sure, you get a lot of notoriety. Sure, you get a lot of respect. Sure, you're going to hopefully continue to work your way up to a higher seed when it comes to the NCAA tournament. But it also comes with a lot of responsibility, meaning you have to play a certain way. And we are struggling right now, mightily, against the worst teams in our own conference. And I am highly, highly concerned about where we are as a team. I know Coach Bennett has said something to the effect of, hey, we're just kind of going through a lull right now. We're kind of still trying to figure out who we are, or just try to figure out where we got to get to. So, I mean, can we get back? Can we get back to the beginning of the year? Can we flash back? Can we rewind what we were? Because that's what I want. I don't like these games. Beating Louisville by 3 points. Beating Notre Dame by 2 points. The teams have a combined 3 wins in conference play. 3 or 4 wins in conference play. The record is a combined 4 of, 24 or something like that. 4 and 24. That's what their combined record is. Something to that effect. Or 3 and 25. Something ridiculous. Can we get our rhythm back? And one of my buddies that wrote an article, and I kind of have to echo what he was saying. He's saying, all right, the season started back in October, right? And as the season started back in October, they started playing, practicing. Keep in mind, our guys went to Italy during the summertime for a tournament to playing against European professional league teams, which we fared well. But we also have been playing basketball, and I want to say that happened late summer, early fall. So these guys have been busting their ass playing college basketball hardcore for a long time. And maybe this is a case of what we would call out here senioritis, right? Because sometimes you get that, and when when I would teach and we would have kids that were skipping school. We had some kids that would kind of skip class a little bit, or they would come to school late, and their parents really was not on them, to be as on point as they were. And for me, I don't think there ever should ever be a lull. I think there should always be on point all the time. But senioritis kicked in. And what is senioritis? Senioritis is something where you get when if those who are not familiar with it, where you're not as sharp as you were, you've been doing something for quite some time. It's the equivalent of teenage burnout or young person burnout is what it is. And you start to slack off some, you're not as sharp, your concentration level isn't there. That is what senioritis is. And maybe we're having some senior moments, the college version, the young adult version. We're having some senior moments, where senioritis, where they just kind of want to go through the motions. This isn't the time for that. We actually, our team, it seems like if they could ever keep everything in front of them, this could be a team of destiny. I truly feel that in my heart. But in order to fulfill that, I think that they have to be a lot sharper. And they just have not been sharp for these last 3 games, 4 games. I'm going to say 4 games right off the bat. They weren't sharp for BC. They wasn't sharp for Duke. They weren't sharp for Louisville, Notre Dame. They're not sharp. They're not where I need them to be. What I'm used to seeing from them at this time of year. This is totally a flip flop. Usually, Tony has his team playing their best basketball at the end of the year. Could the guys just be over it, or not necessarily over it? Over it's a bit strong. Maybe they're just, like I said earlier on the show yesterday, they're just not with it. Their concentration factor is not there. Remember what I said about concentration factor. That is not something that's given. You have to work at being consistent in practicing your concentration on anything that you do worthwhile. But let me tell you about something else that's worthwhile. We're talking about LinkedIn jobs. LinkedIn jobs. With LinkedIn Jobs, you can hire qualified candidates more efficiently by matching open roles with people who have the skills, values, and experiences to help you achieve your 2023 goals. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/lockedoncollege. Terms and conditions apply. One more time, we should make sure you get to linkedinjobs.com/lockedoncollege. And we know when you get there, there's all kinds of tools on the website that help you find your perfect match. They have millions and millions of profiles to look for, or to use. So make sure you go to LinkedIn Jobs. It's a great tool, great company, great partner with us. You'll get there. Just make sure when you get your opportunity to build your profile and you put your company there, on there, I guarantee you'll find where you need to find as far as qualified candidates. We're all looking for help these days, and LinkedIn is the place to go. Thank you for making Locked On Virginia your first listen every day. Make sure you check out our brand new podcast, Locked On College Basketball. Everything you need to know about college basketball in one place. Plus, hear from big name experts, insiders, coaches, and players. Locked On College Basketball, available on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast. So yeah, we're talking about senioritis, where our team is, what we've been observing for the last 4 games. Totally unacceptable based off of how this team, and I get it. Sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it hurts. When they say everybody hurts sometimes, and we're hurting right now. I think, and not in a figurative way, physically, but just emotionally, mentally. We're not concentrating. We're dragging. We're slumping, as they would say. Um, you know, our offensive efficiency has just plummeted. At the beginning of the year or halfway through the year, we were fourth in offensive efficiency. Of course, that means how well we move the ball, how well we score, how well we don't turn the ball over, and get uh, 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 and get quality possessions out of the offense. Do you know that we've fallen to 51st in college basketball? That's no good. I don't know how far you think you're gonna get in the NCAA tournament, but there are teams coming in hot to trot. Now we are in the lead in the ACC, 21-4, 13-3, and number one in the ACC, thanks to the Hokie Birds on the other side of the state for beating Pitt, which gave us sole possession of first place. Also, we control our own destiny. So we don't lose again. We win the ACC regular season crown and also the number one seed going into the ACC tournament out in Greensboro. I'd love to make that. I'm still trying to figure out. I mean, it's a time where I just got a lot going on, but it'd be a great tournament to make. But BC coming to town, a team I feel we should beat. Actually, we're going to BC, a team that we should beat handedly. We should beat this team, and I don't want to say this is a get right game. I'm not trying to curse us, put a curse on us or anything, saying this is a get right game, because whenever you start taking things for granted or start saying, this is a game for stats or whatever, or something disrespectful like that, you wind up taking a team for granted. And keep in mind, we get and if there's ever a statement so true that I've preached, we always get each team's best shot. They want an opportunity to bust open this pack line defense. And players who, in the way that we play, our style is to take you down to the last few seconds of your shot clock, and it's going to be a long distance shot. Players are hitting those shots, and when we don't hit our free throws, number one, we don't hit our open threes, number two, and, number three, we're not, we're not hitting our open or covered threes, covered threes. So, what is a coach to do? What is Tony Bennett to do? Does he shuffle the deck again and put in another starting lineup? He hasn't. He's stuck with the small lineup with Bennett Vanderplas. My opinion, you need easy buckets. Bottom line, we need easier buckets to make. And if we can get to the point where we're getting easier buckets, I think it'll change some things. It'll open some things up. It'll help get us into more rhythm. When you see the ball go into the rim a few more times, a lot of people, guys and ladies that are shooters, know this. You see the ball go into the bucket a few times, all of a sudden you feel confident. Because right now our confidence is down on making free throws, which, concentration and confidence is what free throw making is about. And that's something that I never thought that we would be in this predicament where we have to really worry about our entire team blowing free throws. Jane Gardner, who gets to the free throw line a lot, missed a foul shot on a 1-and-1 who could have put this Notre Dame game away. But no, he missed it. Ball gets down on the other side of the court. We foul them. They make one free throw because we're up by 3. The guy misses the shot. Ball bounces out. All of a sudden, the ball goes to one of their top 3-point shooters, and we were lucky to get out by the skin of our teeth. Do teeth really have skin, by the way? You know? I don't know. But the skin of our teeth, I guess, I don't know. That's a rabbit hole. I'm going to go down. But, yeah, by the skin of our teeth, we got out of that. That's something, you know what? I'm making that term, but I don't want to get off on a tangent, which I can do. But, I got to figure out where some of the origins of some of these statements we say. If somebody has any of that, make sure you put it in the comments. And also like the page, subscribe to the page. It's great. It keeps me going. And it's a lot of fun. So anytime I go live or I put some more content or data up, you'll get notified and we'll be there. You'll see me on there. But yeah, this is not a team that can afford to start to have mishaps and start to slip right now and lose concentration. 4 games left. BC, that is Wednesday. You got, tomorrow. Then you got UNC this Saturday. I will be there for that. I will be in the house checking this squad out. And UNC's hungry. They want to get this win. And they need a quad 1 win in a worse way. And you got Clemson, who also needs another quad 1 win, who's been leading the ACC most of the year. Kind of fell back to the pack. So they're hunting for another win. We haven't really seen them much. And I really haven't seen much of their games, to be honest. Just highlights. So I haven't been studying them. Then, of course, Louisville, last game of the year, who just took a dragging. Got dragged by Duke tonight. And maybe they're falling back to the pack. They're playing some good basketball as well. But this is an opportunity for UVA to get to 25-4. I don't want to jinx us. Because these last 4 games, right now they are sitting at 21-4. These next 4 games could get this team to 25 wins. Remember, I said we need to get to 27. All right? 28 wins to be considered for a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. March Madness tournament. So we can get there. It's a little bit of a different game for us. I think we can get a number 1 seed. We can stay somewhere close to home so our travelers can get there. And, I really want to see what Tony Bennett's going to do about this team having this many issues this late in the season. Looking for a delicious treat, but don't want the fat and calories? Then you got to try Built Bar. We just got through the holidays, and I know my goal is to eat a little healthier this year. If you're like me, where you want to eat healthier but don't want to compromise taste, then man, I've got the thing for you. You got to try Built. With Built, healthy is actually tasty. Seriously, they're so delicious, you won't think they're good for you. Perfect for your New Year's resolution. What makes Built so good? Well, for starters, they are all covered in 100% real chocolate. That's right, real chocolate. And they come in unbelievably good flavors like churro, peanut butter brownie, and coconut almond. I'm not sure how Built does it, but these bars taste like a candy bar while maintaining amazing macros. And that's even better, is that they are healthy. Only 130 calories, 4 grams of sugar, and a whopping 17 grams of protein. And now you don't need to wait around to get a box. For years, we've been talking about ordering your Built bars at Built.com. Now you can get them at your local Walmart or Sam's Club. That's right. Head to your nearest Walmart today, walk to the pharmacy section, and grab yourself a box of Built bars. You can pick up a 4-bar box of cookies and cream, double chocolate, and coconut puffs. Coconut puffs are amazing. If you're close to Sam's Club, run in and grab a 13-bar box with our favorite hit flavors, brownie batter and churro. You can thank me later. I do. I love those, and I love the coconut as well. Great pick me up in the morning. Last you a good amount of time. Get to lunch. That protein's still working in your system. Great product, beautiful product, great sponsor. So, as I was saying before, where are we? We're gonna find out pretty soon here where UVA is. We got a big game against Boston College. And yeah, I'm calling it a big game. Some of you are like, no, it's just BC. It's not a big game. From here on out, every game's a big game. And I'm not a nervous Nelly like that, but I'm worried about where this team is right now. I'm worried about where this team is. The next game is Wednesday. So we'll have an opportunity to do a pregame on that and a postgame and a now. So make sure you keep a note on when I'm going to go live. Typically, you can find me every day, but there's some other bonus things bonus footage you'll be able to catch me up on. And let's go, guys. Let's keep this hope alive, and we'll see where our Wahoos go. Shout out to our guy Trey Murphy, also ex-Wahoo, who plays for the New Orleans Pelicans, was in the dunk contest. He represented the Wahoos very well, came in second. Of course, the winner, another Virginia boy, Mac McClung, who broke Allen Iverson's high school record. J.J. Redick scored more points than J.J. Redick as well, who used to have the record before Iverson. And Mac McClung went out there, won the dunk contest. How about it? Another Virginia boy doing great. State of Virginia guy. But Trey Murphy from the University of Virginia did a great job showing out, and he's putting up points, man. He's been a great player for the Pelicans, and I'm looking forward to seeing how much and how far he goes. A quick update on some baseball scores. Of course, baseball is finally in full swing. I got my guy Casey Pazzalia covering baseball for me, and we will be doing some collab baseball uh, shows as well. And he's going to be out there. He's out there on the grounds close to the school, so it'll really help me out, and I have a little partner in crime to help you guys, or to to give you guys an opportunity to keep up with us on baseball and a little bit of lacrosse too. So we played Navy a few days ago. We beat them 24-5 with the mercy rule, I believe it was. Then we played Ohio University and we beat them 8-4. Then we had UNC Wilmington yesterday. We shut them out 7-0. The number 19 ranked Cavaliers baseball team. They have a 10-game homestand coming up. I will be trying to attend some of those games, so we'll have a lot of opportunities to get out there and cover the Wahoos. But yeah, that was pretty much the show for today. Nice, short, sweet, and informative. I hope you guys loved it. I know I did. If you guys get an opportunity, please like the station, like the channel. Uh, Make sure you just go out and tell everybody about it so we can continue to spread this love and continue to grow the product. But I appreciate all of you guys and ladies who have supported me and continue to support me as I go on my journey with Locked On. Locked On Virginia. Thanks for making it your first listen every day. Make sure you check out our brand new podcast, Locked On College Basketball. Everything you need to know about college basketball in one place. Plus, hear from big name experts, insiders, coaches, and players. Locked On College Basketball, available on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you guys. Wahoo wah, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.